Most dog lovers would welcome a furry visitor to their home with open arms. For Julie, this unexpected canine guest became a regular occurrence, and the story that unfolded was nothing short of heartwarming. Julie had always adored animals and had dreams of getting a dog of her own. However, her recent purchase of her first home, coupled with long work hours, had compelled her to postpone this dream. Nevertheless, her love for dogs remained undiminished, and she often found solace in petting the neighborhood's four-legged residents during her long walks. Her new neighborhood, blessed with lush trees and numerous parks, provided ample opportunities to connect with fellow dog enthusiasts and their canine companions. Though she enjoyed meeting new neighbors, it was the dogs who captured her heart more than anyone else. Julie's daily routine left little room for leisure. Her lengthy commute and demanding work hours had her longing for more time at home. She held a job that, in theory, could be done remotely, but back then, remote work wasn't as prevalent as it is today. She persevered in search of better working conditions and hours, all while cherishing the hope of one day having a dog of her own. One day, Julie's life took an unexpected turn when her home security cameras detected motion at her doorstep. To her surprise, there was no human visitor, just a solitary dog patiently waiting on her porch. This majestic creature, a slightly older golden retriever with a touch of gray on his face, exuded a sense of weariness. Golden retrievers had always held a special place in Julie's heart, and this one was no exception. Curiosity piqued, Julie decided to take a break from work to greet this unexpected guest. The golden retriever's presence resonated with her, as she had hoped to one day have a retriever of her own. This breed was known for its family-friendly nature, loyalty, and friendly demeanor, and the visitor exemplified these traits. Despite the dog's apparent tiredness, he didn't seek attention. Instead, he had a different purpose in mind. Without hesitation, the dog entered Julie's home and made his way to her office, where he promptly settled down beside her chair and drifted off to sleep. Julie couldn't bear to see him rest on the hard floor, so she placed a soft pillow for him. The dog gratefully accepted the gesture, moved to the pillow with a contented sigh, and closed his eyes once more. Julie allowed the dog to nap peacefully while she continued her work. She pondered where he had come from, though his face did seem somewhat familiar, possibly from her neighborhood walks. However, that would mean he could reside anywhere in the vicinity. Unsure if he was lost or had simply chosen her home as a place to rest, Julie decided to take no immediate action. This peculiar routine continued for several weeks. The golden retriever, like clockwork, would appear on her doorstep, wait for Julie to open the door, and make himself comfortable on the pillow. Julie began eagerly anticipating his daily visits, making sure to provide water and an even larger pillow for his comfort. She even purchased toys for him. Though he displayed no interest in play, his sole objective was to nap. Despite the regular visits, Julie remained perplexed about the dog's origins. He was clearly well cared for, with a glossy coat and a collar, but alas, it lacked any contact information. As time passed, Julie's curiosity grew, and she increasingly wondered why this dog had chosen her home for his daily respite. After a few weeks, Julie decided to take matters into her own hands. She penned a note and attached it securely to the dog's collar before one of his naps, hoping it would find its way back to his owner. She had many questions. Who was this dog, and where did he come from? Most importantly, she wanted to ensure that his owners knew he regularly visited her home for afternoon naps. The next day, disappointment washed over Julie when the dog returned and the collar bore no reply. She hadn't really expected answers so soon, but she had grown attached to the canine visitor. He was becoming a cherished part of her daily routine, despite not even knowing his name. Julie's shock and excitement were unparalleled when the dog returned with a note attached to his collar one day. The note held the answers she had sought but revealed a surprising twist. The dog's name was Brody, and his perpetual exhaustion stemmed from living in a household with 6 children, 2 of whom were under 3 years old. Seeking a quiet respite from the bustling family life, Brody had found solace in Julie's home, where he could catch up on much-needed sleep. This revelation made perfect sense. Brody was seeking a peaceful escape from the chaos of his large family, even if it was just for a few hours of rest. The note concluded with a humorous request from the owner, suggesting that Julie join Brody the following day for a nap, a lighthearted joke that highlighted the likely fatigue of Brody's owners. Julie continued to welcome Brody into her home for daily naps, providing him with comfort and kindness. Even when she eventually got a puppy of her own, she made sure not to disrupt Brody's peaceful siestas. This unexpected bond between Julie and Brody served as a heartwarming reminder of the simple connections that can form between humans and animals, even under the most unusual circumstances.